Okay. So we are going to use tidal gas equation to solve question number 3. Let's start. So the question is as follows: when a large bubble rises from bottom of a lake to the surface, can you draw a diagram?
Yes.
Draw both the situations. From where does it start and to what point it goes? I believe this is the only topic remaining in this question. Am I right?
Yes.
Done? So let's say this is some reservoir or whatever that is, right? And a bubble rises from bottom to the surface. Okay. What other information is given? Radius of the bubble doubles. So let's say initial radius r. Then here the radius is 2r. Okay.
Yes.
Then what next? What other information? Or what do we have to find? If atmospheric pressure is
Equal to column of water height h.
okay. So what does that sentence mean? Atmospheric pressure is equal to the pressure of water column of height h. Try to recall barometer. In barometer topic we studied that if you have got mercury till height h, then the atmospheric pressure turns out to be this one. I hope you remember the barometer theory.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So that is said to be the pressure of height h of mercury. Right? Pressure of height h of which liquid? Mercury. Just like that, in this question it is given that atmospheric pressure is what? Is equal to the column height h, capital.
Capital H.
Of what? Of which liquid?
Water.
Okay, did you understand this equation?
Yes.
This is given in the question. In word. Okay, but we have to convert that to mathematics. So we just did it. Fine. Okay, so again this says that atmospheric pressure is equal to the water column of height h. Just like we write 760 mm of Hg, that means 760 mm mercury applies that much pressure. Just like that, h water, h height of water applies this much pressure, that is atmosphere. Okay, what next? What you have to find now?
Find the depth of the lake.
Find the depth of the lake. So this one, correct?
Yes.
So you could say, let's say this point is B, this point is A, right? Obviously it's going to be a relation between these 2 points. So how do we relate pressure at B, pressure at A? PB equal to PA plus rho G A. Here I should be writing density of water because we know it's a lake or something. So this is what we have. Now, apart from this, we don't really have a lot of information. PA is clearly PATM, isn't it? From above, the atmospheric pressure is going to happen. So at the most I could put this. Okay? I just put the value of atmospheric pressure for this point. Now that is clear. But now how to relate? We are going to use the fact that radius doubles. It's a gas. It's a gas. Here the gas had a radius r, so it was a sphere of radius r. Over here the sphere expands. You see, when gas expands, the pressure will decrease. There is a relation between them. Okay? And because it's given to be a large bubble, what happens is that when you have a lot of mass, when you have a lot of quantity, you can say that the temperature wouldn't change a lot. Okay? More so because we have neglected surface. So, from here to here, we have no change of temperature. So, we are going to have PA VA. Again, this is volume of air, this is air, is equal to PB VB. Did you understand that?
Yes.
I'm saying that because there is no surface tension, there is no real change of temperature possible. So what happens is that when the air goes from here to there, we have P1 V1 equal to P2. So this is the relation we are going to use to get PA and PB related with each other. So let's put the values. What is PA? PA is PH, isn't it? So I can write rho WGA. Fine.
Yes.
Now what is VA? Here, what is the volume of this bubble, this air at A? How do you find volume of a sphere? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. How do you find volume of a sphere? Raise your hand. Come on, people. यार આ તો આવડવું જ જોઈએ. આવડવું જોઈએ. નહીંતર 9th માં હમણાં મૂકી આવો તમે. અહીંયા સામે જ છે. ઓકે. આપી દો બીજાને લખવા. તો 9th standard ની ફોર્મ્યુલા કેમ ન આવડે? Ask yourself that question. Minal. 4/3 pi r cube is the volume of sphere. તો બધા હા પાડે છે. તો નેક્સ્ટ ટાઈમ આવી જશે, ચોંટી જશે. Clear? If you know, you should definitely raise your hand. Because often I'm asking so that I know how many of you actually know that, so I know whether I should repeat, whether I should explain it or no. મને ખબર પડે ને તમે કયા લેવલ પર છો, તો મને ભણાવવાની સમજ પડે. તમે એમ કહો સર અમને ABCD નથી આવડતું, તો હું ત્યાંથી ચાલુ કરું. બરાબર? તમે એમ કહો કે સર અમને તો ઇન્ટિગ્રેશન 7th સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ થી આવડે, તો આપણે એવી રીતે કરીએ. બોલો કરવું છે? Just joking. Nobody knows integration in 7th standard. Right? Sit down. Fine, everyone. So express yourselves whether you know or don't know, whatever you know. Right? It helps me understand how to tackle you. Right? So that we can do it faster, we can do it efficiently. Okay, so VA is 4/3 pi 2r cube, that is 8r cube. I hope that is clear.
Yes.
Because the radius is 2. Okay? Is equal to EB. What's EB? Rho WG common H plus H. I hope you don't mind that.
Yes.
Okay, and then put all this in bracket into what's VB now? આ ન આવડે ને તો ખરેખર ઘરે મૂકી આવે. 4/3 pi r cube. એવું કેવું પડશે, LC લઈ જાઓ. નથી જોતા. બરાબર ને? This is a sphere. હમણાં તો ફોર્મ્યુલા યુઝ થઈ. Okay or not okay?
Yes.
So what's cancelled?
Rho WG.
Rho W and G cancel. Okay,
4/3
4/3 cancel. Okay, then pi cancel. R cube also cancel. Okay, there. 8 remains, H remains. What are simple? Get the answer. We want to find lowercase h. See, you should know the area and volume and perimeter, whichever applicable. Okay, for the following things. एक आवड़ा जो है without fail even a single time and within 5 seconds. You have 24 hours. કાલથી હું આ પૂછવાનું ચાલુ કરીશ ગમે ત્યારે. ઓકે, કોન્સન્ટ્રેટ હિયર. ઈ તો પછી થઈ જશે. એકદમ ઈઝી જ બધું લખાવું છું. ડોન્ટ વરી અબાઉટ ધેટ. You have studied all of this in lower classes. I just want to ensure that you can do it. Volume no હોય આ બધાને પાછા વોલ્યુમ નો ગતો છે. So that's why I am saying whichever is applicable. Do you remember sector?
Yes.
Pizza. A pizza slice is called a sector, right? That's all kinds of triangles. Okay. Then cylinder. Cone, cuboid, cuboid एक अदर, नाना छोकरा मुझे बनानी, then parallelogram, sorry, trapezium, anything remaining? Rhombus. Rhombus નો એરિયા શું કામ અલગથી ફાઇન્ડ કરો? પેરેલેલોગ્રામ નો ફોર્મ્યુલા ચાલે. કરો બધા મજૂરી કરો. રાઈટ? સો ધેટ્સ અ બેડ આઈડિયા. Rhombus નો અલગથી નો કરાય. ઓકે. This should do sphere रहेगी sort में. Cone लेगो कि नहीं? हाँ, cone लेगो. Sphere, hemisphere. Yeah. Hemisphere तो जो कि वो easy है. Sphere का half है, किसी को है. Right? So these are probably the 13 things that you need to use often. Right? Maybe more, but not to याद रखो. That will help. For example, look at this question. How would you get stuck if you cannot recall this? એટલું બધું વાંચીને સર પ્રેશર વેરિએશન ની ફોર્મ્યુલા તમે કીધું તો અમે રોજ વાંચીએ છીએ પણ સર અમને વોલ્યુમ ઓફ સ્ફિયર ની ફોર્મ્યુલા યાદ ન આવી તો અમને સર આ સવાલ ન થયો તો એવું કહેવાનું ગમે નહીં ને કોઈને તો હવે નેક્સ્ટ ટાઈમ આવું ન થાય ઓકે આ બધું કામ ગમે ત્યારે આવડવું છે એન્ડ ઇમિડિયેટલી વિચારવું પડે તો ન આવડવું કહેવાય બીકોઝ this is kiddish. You have studied all of this in 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now we still have that question remaining. That question. We did half of it, I think. First part take care of it. Okay. I'm so sorry for that. One. There were two parts. Can someone show me the question now? I don't remember it at all. Yeah, one more thing that I have come to realize is that some of you write questions. No, please don't do that. Do not write questions. Okay? You can write the question only and only when I write the question on the board. If there is an assignment, why to write the question? If the question is in the textbook, why to write it again? અરે ફિઝિક્સના ક્વેશ્ચન છે ને એટલે 5 6 લાઈનના મોટા હશે તો પછી તમે લખીને થાકી જશો. You will spend 3 minutes to write the question and you will never be able to understand it. So don't do that. Draw the diagrams, that's it. Don't try to write the whole thing. Okay? Doesn't help. Okay, now this question here. If the base area is 20 centimeters square, find force on the base. So that I believe you would have done. This was the base area. So force on the base area is going to be, let's say this is 1. So F1 is P1, A1. How much is the pressure? 1.0 into 10 raised to 5. Plus rho. Water is it?
Yes.
G. What's the height of that part?
5 centimeters.
This is pressure. Okay or not okay?
Yes.
Into area. What's the area? 20 into 10 raised to minus 4. Alright? Understood the whole thing?
Yes.
Is this what you have done?
Yes.
How many of you have done? Very good. Very good. Others, I hope next time you all will do it. Homework नहीं करे એને exam માં કઈ નહીં આવડે. લખવું હોય તો લખી લો. You can take my sign. I am ready to bet 1 lakh rupees on it. Homework नहीं करे એને नहीं આવડે કઈ exam. Don't take the homework lightly. This is the one and only thing that's going to help you. Clear? So next time the number of hands raised should multiply by 3 or 4. Okay? So, laugh કર દો. હોમવર્ક કરીશ ને રોજ પાક્કું ને નહીં તો બહાર બેસીશ ને. હા ચાલ. શું કીધું? સેશન શું હતો? હોમવર્ક નહીં કરે એને નહીં આવડે. વેરી ગુડ. ક્યાં નહીં આવડે? એક્ઝામમાં. હો ઘરે તો બધાને આવડે. આપણે તમારી ઓનલાઈન ટેસ્ટ હોવ જોઈએ. ખરાબ હેન્ડરાઇટિંગ છે મારા ગુજરાતીમાં જે આવડે એક્ઝામમાં. ચલો બસ લે જા એન ધોઈ નાખજે ઘરે. હા અને હું ઘરે જઈને સૌથી પહેલા સેનિટાઈઝર યુઝ ના થેન્ક યુ સો મચ. ઓકે so this is the pressure into area. All right, what do we get here? 201. Sure?
Yes.
Those who have done it, do you get the same answer?
Yes.
20? 203. 201. Anyone else getting a different answer? It's okay if you're getting it different. You can tell me. Yes, something what happened. Sorry? Okay, here. In addition. This is probably the third time you are doing the same. So be careful now. Okay. So this is F1 is 201 Newton. Now second question. What is that? We have to find the force by
Force applied by
curved side. See, obviously the bottom is flat and then there is some shape here, whatever, right? And this area is 10 centimeters square. Okay. This area is 20 centimeters square. Now what we are going to do is to find that one. First of all, we will draw its FPD. This is water. Let's say I am drawing the FPD of the whole thing. Water, okay? Not the vessel, only the water. Right. From bottom there is this much force. The idea is as follows. Water applies force on bottom. Okay? But everything in nature has to get a revenge, isn't it? So there is action and there is reaction. So the base will apply force on water in upward direction. Clear?
Yes.
Raise your hand if you understood that. Fine? There. This is water. From the top, air will apply force. How much force?
1 atm.
1 atm pressure. 1 atm is pressure, it's not force. So 1 atm, that is 10 raised to 5 into area, isn't it? How much area? 10 into 10 raised to minus 4. So that is 100. Clear? 100 Newton clear?
Yes.
So from the top, there is 100 Newton force. Who is applying that force on water?
Air.
Right? Okay. Is there any other force remaining for this water? Empty. Is it fine?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Beat that in.
Downward.
Very good. mg. Mass is 5 mg. 50. Clear? Now, forget about the force on the side for a time being. Let's say this was its complete FP. 100 Newton force downwards, 50 Newton force downwards, but 201 Newton force upwards. If this FPD was complete and true, what do you think would happen to this water that you have kept in the vessel? In which direction would it get acceleration? Upward. Who understood that? If this FPD was true, હવે જો હું એક લેવલ આગળ જો you, yeah, what's your name? So Rutul, these guys, and you even, you're saying that the acceleration is upward. Can you please explain why?
200 Newton.
201, yeah, 201 Newton force upward.
More force than downward.
Okay, very good, Rutul. Sit down. Perfect reason. Well done. So, like you said, there's more force upwards and less force downwards. So the net acceleration is upward. That is Newton's second law. Correct? Okay. So, if this was true, what would fly away? It would go up. But that doesn't happen. If you put it in a vessel, do you think it can? So, this is where the force from the sides comes in. There is still the curved side whose force we have not considered. We have only considered bottom, the top and empty. So, do you realize that to keep, and we know the water remains in equilibrium. So, there is definitely a downward force by the curved side. I am writing that as Fc. Do you understand why it is downwards? Yes, no?
No.
Who understood that? Okay. Can you explain? Yeah. What's your name? Ayushi. अच्छा હવે નામ ના આવડે તો આયુષી. Fix it.
To maintain its equilibrium.
Yes. We know that the water is in equilibrium. Right? So if you don't consider this, then it should go upward. Water should accelerate upwards. Sit down, everything. But we know it is in equilibrium. So I will give the equilibrium. What is that? What is that mysterious remaining force? Fc, isn't it? That is force by constant. Do you realize we are thinking of it just like we were thinking of friction? We used to draw something and then we used to say, okay, it is moving in this or in that direction. Maybe then the friction has to be in this side or this side, whatever. Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay. So same thing here. Fc has to be downward, otherwise
It will not be
the water will accelerate up. Right. So how much will be Fc? What do you think?
51 Newton.
51 Newton. Very good. Who understood that? Tough to understand? Put your hands up. Let's write it. See, we know it is in equilibrium. So for equilibrium, sigma F is equal to 0, external. So upward positive, downward negative. Which forces are upwards? 201 is upward. 50 is downward. 100 is downward. And Fc should be downward. Is it fine?
Yes.
See, this is magnitude only, don't forget. I have already written the minus sign, it means I know the direction. Therefore, what do we get?
51 Newton.
Yes, Fc is equal to 51 Newton. And it is in which direction?
Downward.
I hope that is clear. Remember, this is the total force applied by whatever is the curved part. You understand what I am saying? Whatever is the curved part of this vessel, together all of that curved part applies this much force. In which direction?
Downward.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. You can see this question is not tough to calculate, but it is tough to understand. Like I said, does this answer depend on what shape this is? Suppose I am going to, doesn't matter. That's what I was telling you, if you remember. That this answer, this solution does not depend on this shape. Whether it's a cone, no problem. If it's some random shape, no problem. Because we are not using this shape. Do you realize? मैं आमा क्या है अब calculation कर no. Got it? Okay. I hope you have written this list down and just read it. 3, 2, 1. No? Thank you, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, let me write the title meanwhile. Archimedes' principle. Well, you have studied Archimedes' principle in 9th, so I cut it short. See, it's possible you might have written it back there in a different form. I'm going to write it in a slightly mathematical form. Okay, it is as follows. The Boyer force applied by a fluid or liquid, no problem, on an immersed solid is equal to the weight of displaced is equal to weight of liquid displaced between a fluid, right? Weight of fluid displaced by the solid. So that is what is the Archimedes principle. You have such a long sentence and such a simple way to convert it to math. Well, what does it say? It is equal to the weight of displaced liquid or fluid. Is this fine? Okay. Archimedes principle. FB for
Force. Force.
buoyant force. Buoyant force. Got it? right? F for force. That is work, sorry, not work, excuse me, weight of the displaced weight. Don't get confused like I did for a moment. W doesn't stand for work here, it stands for weight. But often we write it in slightly different form. Weight of displaced liquid. How do you find weight of anything? Mass into G. I hope that is fine. So this is mass of displaced liquid. Mass of displaced fluid or liquid, right? Okay. But if you want to write mass of anything, you can always write it as mass is equal to density into volume. Okay. So why am I writing such symbols? So why am I writing rho L and IMM? IMM stands for immerse. Okay, so let me clarify the terms because like I've been telling you, knowing the terms is very important. Rho L, I'm writing L because normally it's liquid. Rho L stands for density of fluid or liquid. Okay, whatever. Okay, you can write that. Second one, V immerse. V immerse is, what do you think? Volume immersed. Okay, do you understand the word immersed or not? How many of you understand the word immersed? I am not asking you for a synonym. Do you internally in your mind understand what is the meaning of immersed? Immersed means the part that is inside the liquid, that is called immersed. Alright, everyone clear about that? So how much volume is inside the liquid? That is called volume immersed. Fine. I hope that's not too tough for you to understand. And G is G. Now one more thing to write is that this buoyant force is always upward. Okay. This buoyant force is always upwards. At least we are going to talk about all such kind of experiments here on Earth. So it's going to be upward. Right? In a more general case, it is always opposite to the gravitational force. It is always opposite to the gravitational force. Suppose gravitational force is in this direction, then the buoyant force will be that. Okay, but trust me, you never get such questions. Right? Detail okay, so that is it. We are going to prove it. Or is it okay if we don't prove it? You want to prove it?
Yes.
I am asking you because this particular part is not in the book, but it is asked in the right? Proof nahi hai, proof koi na puche nahi, matlab wo ki na hi. Okay, so to do this proof, we'll once again take a simple case. This time we'll take a real solid cylinder. Do you remember earlier we derived pressure variation formula by using imaginary cylinder? Do you remember that?
Yes.
I hope you will mind if I turn on the fan. Anyone who doesn't want a fan, raise your hand.
Yes.
If you don't want, you don't have option. Okay, so the proof. Let's say this is some fluid. Inside that fluid we have a solid, and let's say it is completely inside the fluid. Okay, remember this formula works whether it is completely inside or if it is partially inside and partially outside. But like I said, we are going to derive it only in the simplistic case, very simple one. Let's assume that this whole thing is inside fluid. Okay. Now, as usual, 2 points, A and B. So do you remember that we should have PV equal to PA plus rho G. Now first of all, it's important to understand what does buoyant force really mean. So kita naik but buoyant force એટલે શું? So buoy means something that floats. A buoyant force is what allows things to float. So like I said, the buoyant force is upwards. But still, a proper definition or proper idea is as follows: net upward force by a fluid. Net upward force by a fluid is called buoyant. Okay, this is the simple way to clarify what buoyant force really means. The net means what?
Total.
Upward. Okay. This is again a very important formula. Please don't forget it. Okay. Now, so I'll draw it separately right here. Okay. I don't want to draw it separate. Do you agree that from here the pressure is going to be PB and the force will be PB?
Yes.
Over here the force will be PAA, right? And then mg also, right? There is mg also. Suppose this cylinder has some mass. Okay. So read this definition and then based on that, do you agree that the buoyant force should be written as? Raise your hand if you understand this sentence and then this equation. Only definition. A definition no use. Okay, fine, I'll explain. Net upward force by fluid. There are three forces here. Out of these three forces on the cylinder, which forces are applied by fluid? Yes or no?
Yes.
Mg. Who applies Mg on objects? Or there, don't forget that. Okay? Sure?
Yes.
So, do you realize that I should be writing only 2 here?
Yes.
The third one is not by the fluid. Isn't it? So only 2 forces by the fluid. PBA upwards, PAA downward. But there is a word net. Net means total. So you have to take total. So subtract કેમ કર્યું? કેવો તો total. અને કરો subtract. Subtract કર્યું કે add કર્યું? Have we subtracted or added? We have added. Okay, welcome to the world of vectors. બરાબર ને? યાદ છે કે નહીં? 5 plus 3 equal to 2 થાય vector because of direction. Basically, these two forces are in opposite direction. Even if we add forces, their magnitudes are not added, they are subtracted here in this case because the directions are opposite. So this is what we get. What's common then? A. And what is PP minus P? What is PP minus P? Rho G. Very good. Now, a word of caution. Whose density is this? That is the fluid. So rho L. Okay. Let me just write that here as well, so that there is no confusion. Right? Now, what is A into H? Look at the cylinder. Yes, A into H, volume. See, this is not the first time we are using it. Correct? So, do you realize that rho L into some V into some G, that is giving you FP? Which V is it? Whose volume is it? Right now it's volume of the cylinder, agree. But actually if you realize this is the volume that is dipped inside water, isn't it? So instead of writing just volume V, I should probably write V immersed. Just like that, suppose in a different case, we would be deriving it for a solid that was partially immersed. Like this. Then it would start here. So then we'll have to take 2 points here, A, B, and we'll have to repeat the derivation and then this would be that volume. Correct? I hope that makes sense because water would be till this level. Got it?
Yes.
So this is a simple way to derive the Archimedes principle. Okay, remember Archimedes never derived it. He did it by intuition. Okay, that is the hallmark of a genius. જેનું intuition સાચું પડે ને એ genius. And others like us are mere mortals. Okay, Einstein intuitively એમ કહે છે કે time is relative. If you walk fast, clock will run slowly. What nonsense? આપણને એમ જ થાય ને. If you walk fast, the clock will run slowly. અને આવું એ કેલ્ક્યુલેશન વગર કહી દે એમને. Just by observing things around himself. આપણને એમ થાય આવું ક્યાં કહે દેખાતું નથી. Right? Okay. So this is the Bowen force formula. Please remember it. Now let's solve a question or two based on this from the assignment. Okay, next topic. I brought my paper, I think. Yeah. Okay. Number 8. Shall I erase everything on the board? Do you realize that my density of writing on the board is very less? Look at the board after biology class and look at the board after physics class. You see a big difference. That also makes me remind you, there are some things that I speak and I don't write. Okay? That doesn't mean they are not important. So keep your ears open. Don't just see. But dhyan board par. Okay, fine. But unfortunately, that method doesn't work in my class. Because like I said right now, there are many things that I speak which are important, but I don't write them on the board. Okay? Because I am lazy. It's not your problem. I am lazy and I am not going to change that. Question 8. મારું ચાલે તો આખું બોલીને ફિઝિક્સ પતાવી દો ખબર લેખા વગર આમ 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 કરો એટલે આમ આમ થાય પૂરું. So suppose you want to solve this method. An object of weight W and density rho is submerged in a fluid of density rho 1. What is meaning of submerged? Half? No. Submarine kone gaye? Submarine. Submarine are vessels that can be completely inside. So submerged means completely inside fluid. Clear? Okay? So draw MB, come on. What is given? There is an object which is submerged. Let's say this is that object. If no shape is given, you can always draw a square. How much is its weight? Weight means mg. So downward mg is W. Okay. Its density is given rho. Whose density? This solid's density is rho. And it is submerged in a fluid of density rho 1 or rho L. I don't know what that is. Rho 1 looks like rho 1. Okay, rho 1 is the density of that fluid. Now its apparent weight will be. Now what is meaning of apparent weight? Apparent means apparent meaning. What is meaning of apparent? English. What is meaning of apparent? Which is not real or which appears to be. That is called apparent. Easy enough to understand? Yes or no? Apparent means which appears to be, right? May be real, may not be real, forget about that, but it appears to be something. That is what happens. How do you measure weight? How do you measure weight? By using which kind of devices? Weight scale. So, આમાં the bathroom scale તો possible નથી. ક્યાં મૂકવા જશે bathroom? Use a spring balance. What's a spring balance like this? Do you remember? Okay. So spring balance will measure which force? Tension. Okay, spring balance measures tension. So now when we draw its FPD, we will have mg equal to W downward, tension upward. This is the question. Do you realize? Yes. When we hang it from that spring balance, we want to measure the tension, that is apparent weight. So how much is that tension? Any other force remaining? Any other force remaining? Look at its FBD.
Yes.
Which force?
FC.
Which one?
Not.
Normal force?
No. Pressure.
Spring force.
Buoyant force. What spring force will do? T. That is by the spring, so it's already considered, right? Buoyant force, yes or no? Whenever a solid is submerged in a fluid or immersed in a fluid, there is always buoyant force. In which direction? याद रहेगा जो है. Okay. So now we have to find T. Obviously, when you measure something, it has to be in equilibrium. दौड़ता ना. So find out T. Hurry up. Put formula of FB. All good questions go beyond formula. Even after you write it, you will not be able to get the options directly. You'll have to use your brain. You'll have to tweak it a little bit. Done. It's only 1 or 2 steps, mind you. Only 1 or 2 steps, but you'll not get the answer directly. You'll have to change a few things, of course. Anyone finish it? Okay, here is where you should do. You have done it? That's it. I thought you were very confident, so probably you will finish it. So T plus FB is equal to W. Okay? I hope this equation is not a mystery to anyone. બરાબર ને? અવાજ નો આવ્યો એટલે મને એમ થયું નો આવ્યું. T plus FB. Now how do you find FB? What's the formula of FB? Density of fluid. જો terms કેટલી important છે. ગોખડ અહીંયા છે ને સીધું ρ v g લખીને આવતા રહે. ભૂલી જાય કે અહીંયા ρ ના આવે અહીંયા ρ1 આવે. Got it? So that's why terms, everyone, is equal to W is W. Right. Now look at the answer. Is the answer in this form?
No.
Okay. What I am telling you is V is not even given in the question. That's the problem. In options you are not seeing V. Somehow you have to get rid of V. What is V here? Who is volume? Object, because it is completely immersed. Is it fine? Right? So this V, this is volume. Okay, this one volume is V. W is given. Density is given. So do you realize that I should be writing density of the solid rho is equal to mass upon volume. Clear or not clear? Rho is whose density?
Solid.
Wrong. Solid. Solid density. Is it okay? Blocks density. Rho is blocks density. So rho is m upon v. M is its mass. From there I want to write what is v.
Mass
upon rho. So if I were to put it here, okay, let me do it in the next step. Is this fine? Take line if you understood what we did here. Instead of v, we are writing m upon rho and we are putting it here. Okay. Which option now? Which is the answer?
C.
That's right. Which option? એક સ્ટેપ તમારે કરવાનો બધું ન કરો.
C.
What is mg?
W.
Put it there. Take it common. Next question. We have a little bit of time. Possibly you won't understand the 9th one. Okay, we'll do the 10th one in the remaining. Tomorrow we'll do that. Do remind me. We don't want to skip it or we don't even want to do it later. We want to do it but we don't have enough time right now. So number 10, come on. spring balance A raised 2 kg with a block M suspended from it. Okay, so what it says is that there is a spring balance, and when you attach this M here, how much is the reading? Do you remember reading?
Yeah.
I hope you do. T of 1G is called reading for a spring balance. Okay, so reading is 2 kg for this one. Now what next? A balance that is a weighing scale. You can see the figure. That's this kind of scale. Okay, a balance reads 5 kg when beaker with liquid. So some beaker with liquid is put on it. And how much is its reading then? How much is the reading? 5. Okay. The two balances are now so arranged that the hanging mass is inside the liquid as shown in figure. With arm of the septal. That time the reading was 2 kg. This reading was 5 kg. Now this is put inside as shown in figure. It's not touching the bottom. I hope you realize that. It's floating in it. Got it? Then you have to decide in this situation what happens to the reading. Alright? Okay? Reading again. What does this spring balance really measure? Tension. So basically in the new situation, looking at the diagram and then drawing an FBD, you have to find the new tension. Because if you find the new tension, you can always divide that tension by G and you can get the reading. Similarly, for the scale at the bottom here, it measures normal force. So once again, we have to find the new normal force and then divide by G and you get the reading again. But we don't have to find the exact value. We just have to say whether it will be more or less. Read the options. I'm saying it based on that. Okay? So, can you draw M's FBD while it is inside the liquid? Do it. Come on, draw M's FBD. It will be similar to that one, don't you think?
Yes.
Do it quickly. Hurry up, hurry up. Done?
Yes.
How many forces?
3.
3 forces. Okay. So now we want to compare it with the case when it was outside. Right? This was the case when it was outside. What do you think happens to the tension in that new case? Will it be more than the initial first case or will it be less than that one? Huh?
Less.
Less? Why should it be? Buoyant force is there. So what? Buoyant force will help the tension. Do you understand what I'm saying? FB is upward. So value of T will decrease. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Right? So that is clear. The reading of this one will decrease. Fine, because T will decrease. Now let's go to the other one. What happens to this? What will happen to this? Normal. Draw the FBD once again. Draw this thing's FBD. Take this as a system. Draw it FBD. How many forces? First it will have a mass. So mg. From the bottom this balance will apply with force normal. This is the initial FBD. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now what happens after you dip this block inside? Raise your hand for your suggestions or opinions. Come on. બેસ ભલે પડી ગયો હું હજી અહીંયા જ બોલું ફિઝિક્સનો લેક્ચર ચાલુ છે ધ્યાન દેવું હોય તો જો નહીં તો બહાર કાઢી મૂકું હા come on everyone hurry up come on people what do you think will change here or will anything change or not yes
Sir, because of solid, there will be more pressure at the bottom.
okay so how should I indicate that in FPD. PPA. In which direction?
No, it's down, but upwards.
Anything is good, but push or pull is okay, right? It doesn't matter. Anyone else? પછી જો if you don't raise hand and then you later think okay I knew it તો એ સાચું ન કહેવાય. Let me tell you, if you think you know the answer you should be confident. નહીંતર એક્ઝામ માં જ્યારે -1 દેખાશે ને ત્યારે તમારી હિંમત નહીં થાય ટીક કરવાની. યાદ રાખો, we have not given such MCQ exams, am I right, where you get negative marks. એમાં કેવું થાય, ડર લાગે ને -1 આવશે તો ઘણા લોકો બહુ બિંદાસ હોય છે, બધા ટીક કરીને આવે, right? Okay, we are not talking about such people. Buoyant force will act in which direction? Upwards. Yeah, to me. But we are drawing FPD of beaker, so we have to draw forces on the beaker, not forces by the beaker, right? Sit down. Well, friend, we'll see. The correct answer is that there will be FP down. Nothing, how you? Nahi, action and reaction. Water applies force on block upwards. So block applies force on water or beaker down. So simple. How many of you thought of this? But like I said, in exam you will not have the courage to tick it. Right? ये તમે याद रखो. You'll have to be courageous in the class. Right? This is what will happen. So n will increase or decrease? Hurry up, one word answer. Increase or decrease? Increase. So option જોઈ લેજો. Okay? N will increase. Prepare everyone. Sorry for taking extra time. But get used to it. And turn off the camera please. આવડશે ને?